Good morning or afternoon, whatever time it is, members of the committee. My name is Amanda Nedweski. As co-chairs of the Kenosha chapter of Moms for Liberty, Amber and Facino and myself traveled here today from Kenosha to express our very strong support for Assembly Bill 963. We are very grateful for the efforts of the authors and sponsors of these bills, and I especially want to thank all of the moms. Oh, they've gone. All of the moms and child advocates that were here today, as well as the Wisconsin Institute for Law and Liberty and the Institute for Reforming Government for their contributions to AB 963. Moms for Liberty is a nonprofit, nonpartisan organization dedicated to fighting for the survival of America by unifying, educating, and empowering parents to defend their parental rights at all levels of government. We hold officials accountable for decisions that affect our families and our children, or we work to replace them with liberty-minded individuals. Moms for Liberty works to spread awareness and an understanding of the limited role of government. We promote teaching the principles of liberty in our homes and our communities. We engage our communities and our elected leaders on key issues impacting our families. We activate liberty-minded leaders to serve in elected positions, and we stand together against government overreach and intimidation tactics. In just over 1 year, Moms for Liberty has grown from a handful of parents in Brevard County, Florida, to nearly 76,000 members across America, with chapters in 23 states, with thousands more on the waiting list to join our fight. This is not AstroTurf. This is a grassroots movement fueled by parents, grandparents, aunts, uncles, neighbors, friends. This is not about left and right, conservative, liberal. This is a movement united by the one thing that binds us all together: love for our children and hope for their futures. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, 2 years to flatten a generation. That we are here today testifying in support of a bill that guarantees parents' rights to be the sole most important decision makers in their children's lives is sad. In fact, these rights already exist, as we've been acknowledging, but many of our own elected lawmakers and leaders have chosen to set aside the Constitution of the United States for a virus that is more than 99% survivable for healthy people. The truth is, we are here to fight because many of our elected representatives and leaders have failed to fight for us. They have failed to uphold their oath to protect and preserve liberty. 2 weeks to flatten the curve and 2 years to flatten a generation. We are not extremists. We are not domestic terrorists. We are parents who have witnessed every hour of every day the extraordinarily negative academic, psychological, and economic effects that the pandemic policy has had on our own children, our nieces, nephews, grandchildren, and neighbors. We've come together to publicize the truth that school closures we opposed resulted in severe drops in academic proficiency, particularly for our low-income, minority, and special needs students. These will impact them for a lifetime. We have shown up week after week, month after month, our pleas and stories falling on willingly deaf ears of school board members, administrations, and officials. I tell you now, we are not going away. We are recruiting, and it's not hard. We are organizing, and it's fun. And we are running for office and winning. And we do not co-parent with the government. 2 weeks to flatten the curve, yet 2 years to flatten a generation. It wasn't parents' ideas or parents' choices or parents' science or parent leadership that crushed this generation. But it will be our ideas that raise them up, that uplift them, and that heal them. You need us, and we need you to support this bill to help get this done. Thank you.
Thank you. Any questions from the committee? Thank you. All right, thank you for coming. Next.